spectator est in theatro. Actores in theatro stant. Actores in theatro non stant. Spectatores in theatro sedent. Spectator non sedet in theatro. Spectatores in theatro non sedent. Femina plaudit. This lesson deals with singular versus plural verbs. This is a grammatical term known as number. When we talk about singular verbs, we mean verbs where only one person or thing is the subject. Plural verbs have multiple people or things as subjects. If you look at these two examples, let's take a peek at the verbs. The first one, actor est in theatro. There is only one actor, so we have a singular verb. That verb, of course, is est. In the second example, actores in theatro stant, we have multiple actors as the subject, and they are all standing, so we have a plural verb. What is different about the endings on these verbs? Hopefully we see that singular verbs have a T ending, and plural verbs have an NT. So when we're talking singular versus plural, we're really talking T versus NT. Let's take a peek at some more examples. Okay, let's look at the verbs in these examples. Actores in theatro non stant. Notice this verb ends in an NT. There are multiple actors, so it is plural because NT is the plural verb ending and T is the singular ending. Let's look at the next example. Spectatores in theatro sedent. Again, find that verb NT. Okay, and there are multiple spectators. Let's check again, singular versus plural. Look at this example. Spectator non sedet in theatro. Well, if we find our verb ending, there's a T. T equals singular, which is good because we only have one person there. Let's look at the next example. Spectatores in theatro non sedent. Okay, notice we're referring to multiple spectators who are not there, and that verb ends in NT. NT equals plural. So, a sneaky Latin teacher will probably ask, what is the number of a verb? And if it ends in T, we say the number is singular. If it ends in NT, we say the number is plural. Let's check the next example. Femina plaudit. What's the verb ending? What's the number on the verb? The verb ends in T, right here. T, and that is singular. Which makes sense because there's only one woman clapping here. In the following example, feminae plaudunt. Since there are lots of women clapping, we use the NT. NT equals plural. So when we ask what the number is on these verbs, we would say plaudit is a singular verb because it ends in T, and plaudunt is a plural verb because it ends in NT. Again, the term number refers to singular versus plural. The term number never actually has a number as the answer. Number always requires us to say singular or plural. All right, this chart shows a summary of all the verb endings we have learned to date. Notice, in addition to singular, we have now added 3 rows of plural verb endings, but these guys are blank because today we're just focusing on the NT. So, for example, a verb that ends in O means the subject is I. It is first person singular. Ego leonum habeo. I have a lion. And that's different than tu leonum habes. We have to switch that O to an S for you have a lion. And that, of course, is different than amicus leonum habet. The friend has a lion. So we change the ending based on the person, and now we've learned the third person plural verb ending is NT, just like Spectatores in theatro sedent. The spectators are sitting in the theater. So now it has an NT because it refers to more than one subject. So that's all for T versus NT.